This is Andre Stoika for Independent Media Association here in Kansas City, Missouri at Mill Creek Park. And I will preemptively apologize. The connection is very spotty based on just how many people are here. So right now I am actually using the PF Chang Wi-Fi to try to get you guys a little bit of footage, but if I walk too far and the signal drops, I will try to resume it, but let's just kind of give you guys an idea. The crowd here is much larger than it was even at the first No Kings rally. And there are protesters on all sides of the street throughout the intersection. Cars are honking their horn every time they go through. There's a lot of characters in costumes, so this is very much a relaxed and peaceful type of event. Just very, very large crowd of people gathered. I don't know if you guys can see very well. So again, I want to apologize for the delay. It took me a while to get a good connection or to try to find a way to connect here to the network to be able to bring you guys some footage from this event. It is much larger than the one at Johnson County Community College, obviously. I would say it's definitely larger than the first one. And hopefully you guys can hear, again, the cars and the chants.
Oh yeah, I am.
And I will try to walk through the crowd as much as I can. It's just that if I do, my network connection will definitely drop. And if the stream drops, just come back in here on YouTube to see if it picks up again. If I can't have a good connection, I will take pictures and post them on our Threads page. But let's walk a little bit. And this is Mill Creek Park here in Kansas City, Missouri, where the No Kings 2.0 protest is ongoing right now. We're about an hour in, and the network connection is very congested, so there is a good chance I will lose signal if I go too much further from where I'm at. So I do apologize for that, but hopefully everyone can see the crowd. There's also a frog there in the median, and there were already a lot of different inflatable characters here. It looks like there's, yeah, the crowd's just moving through the plaza, and you can see just how many people are gathered here today. There does seem to be extra security presence. There looks like something that might be a tripod up on that tower. Security has always kind of been a thing during protests. I'll try to zoom in on that in a second. As I was parking, I did see one truck with Trump flags driving through. While he was honking, people were yelling at him. We also have Reptar over there, an inflatable Reptar. right, currently the stream is only going on YouTube because I could not connect to Facebook at all. So thank you to everyone who's joining in. Feel free to share it, spread it around, and like I said, I'll try to get as much of a good shot as I can while being kind of stuck on the sidewalk here.
Tough day to eat outside.
But that network congestion should give you an idea of how many people are here. The crowds are kind of overflowing through to the to the street. They are getting out of the way of traffic. Obviously, there haven't been any major issues. You can definitely hear cars honking. And there's a group of people marching through the plaza right now that you can see in front of me. I doubt I'll be able to follow it without losing you guys, so I'm probably going to stay put here in this spot for as much as I can. Yep, you definitely can see the march starting right now. I'm going to just step back and let them walk through and give you guys an idea. Hopefully you'll be able to see the majority of the people gathered here. The people are walking through this crosswalk right here. There's still a large presence in the park. And again, that is the group right there that's marching through the plaza. I would definitely suggest to anyone who wants to come down here right now to plan for parking. Obviously, you can probably tell that it's pretty packed here right now. Parking was a little bit difficult to find when I got here. All right, I think we're gonna hang out here in this corner for 5 more minutes or so, and then I will try to move through the crowd, and hopefully the signal will stay strong. If not, hopefully you guys can join in as soon as I can get another connection going. I do also want to mention that if you want to catch the Johnson County Community College event, which I think is still ongoing, there is another channel called Kansas City Clarity that is recording from there, I believe. We also had a one-piece flag here. Actually, there's a couple of one-piece flags. There's another one up on that corner.
Can I get out of your way?
So to anyone who's joining a little late, I will mention again that I have had a little bit of an issue with the network here. I'm assuming just from the number of people that are gathered in one place here, the cell phone networks are not doing great. So if this stream drops, if I move away from this corner, please try to check it in again on the YouTube page. But if I won't be able to pick it back up, I will continue taking pictures. Right now, the number of people here is definitely larger than the first protest, the first No Kings protest that happened on the plaza. The Johnson County Community College location over on the Kansas side also had a large gathering with stages set up for speakers and organizers. I believe that Kansas City Clarity is covering that event. But right now this is Mill Creek Park here in Kansas City, Missouri, for the No Kings 2.0 event. It looks like the march is still continuing with people still moving from the park through the plaza. All right, we're gonna move a little bit, and hopefully the connection will, I'm hoping it'll hold, but we're gonna try to move around the corner here to show you the march that's moving along. All right, hopefully you guys got some good views of this very large crowd here.
This is not North Korea, people. This is America. We protest around here.
There's a lot of different inflatable costumes out here, including a cat over there on the fountain. All right, so at the risk of losing connection, let's follow. Let's follow the raccoon on the sidewalk and continue on. Pretty. All right, so a large group of people just walked through the plaza. Some of them are still moving towards that direction, crossing through the crosswalk here from the park. But I do want to mention that there is still a large presence of protesters here in the park on the east side of the intersection. And as you can see, people are still showing up and coming up here. A bunch of different characters, showing that this is definitely a peaceful gathering. There's kids here, there's bubbles being blown, there's music playing as well. So despite the narrative that we hear a lot of times about how these events are organized as some kind of violent action, as you guys can plainly see here. At all three protests that we've gone to today, there hasn't been any issue at all. The only opposition I saw today was a truck with a MAGA flag that drove past here. He honked and people shouted and yelled and nothing else happened. So let's walk a little bit more towards the other side. And the group that's marching is just about done crossing over to the plaza area. So that was a very, very large group of people that's currently moving through here. And actually you can see what I'm assuming is the beginning of the marching group coming back in through the park up there on the hill. There we go. There's still people continuing on to join the others who are already returning to the park. There we go, and you are probably able to see the other group in the background there as this group is crossing through as well. I am definitely assuming that that has something to do with how many people actually showed up here today.
this car gets a nut race on it.
To the march.
Alright, you march off. Oh, that way.
That guy definitely had the right idea. It's probably not really easy to get out of here right now in a car.
Registered Missouri voters.
Yeah, definitely a large group of people, even with an overcast sky. There's still cars honking in support. So just in case anyone is wondering who just joined why I'm kind of stuck in this corner, it's because it's the only place that my phone has signal. So in order to keep actually being able to do this live, I have to be fixed in this spot for most of this.
Promise Donald Trump get out of office.
You can see there in the background, that's the group that finished marching through the plaza, and it looks like there's still people walking through and cutting back through the plaza area right now. You also have someone there picking up the trash from people along the route. So, in case again anyone has heard the narrative that these events are chaotic, I think you guys can hopefully see that it's been nothing but peaceful. People gathering their own trash, people just marching with signs showing support. And even when I did witness one Trump supporter that drove through this area with his horn with a massive Trump flag. But other than that, I think a lot of the narratives that try to get pushed out there end up not actually being based on facts. So hopefully, as you guys can see, this was the third protest today that I've covered, and every single one of them has been peaceful and well organized as far as the people who are present here. But I will again mention that this is probably the largest crowd I've seen at any of the protests against the current administration. we can hear a little bit more chanting here. It's actually been pretty quiet for the last few minutes. I'm assuming that's mostly because the people who just finished walking through here are still gathering at the park. So thanks again to anyone watching. You can find more content like this on the YouTube channel that you're obviously watching this on. And we do also have a Facebook page that also has live streams, and a Threads page that has still images from the coverage we end up covering. I also wanted to thank everyone who's watching that actually is putting up with the technical issues. Like I said, the only other time I've actually had serious network issues at an event. All right. We'll keep covering from this location for a little bit longer since we are all kind of stuck here with me. You can definitely see the crowd growing in the park after they finish the march. And there's still people cutting through the crosswalk. So up there on the tower, it looks like there's actually a tripod set up for maybe someone to spot and watch, but like I mentioned, security at protests is usually elevated in the background. All right, so this is the corner of Mill Creek Park in Kansas City, Missouri, where the No Kings 2.0 protest is continuing right now. There was a large group of protesters that just moved through the plaza on a march. Most of them are returning back to the park right now, and there's still a lot of people here with signs showing support for the protest against Trump's administration. And large numbers here on the sides of the road, obviously in front of you on the fountain as well. I have never really been good at estimating crowd size, but I definitely would say that it is larger than any of the other No Kings protests that I've attended to here in Kansas and Missouri. And actually, let's zoom in on that other side of the street where the protesters are returning from the march. So let's see if I can walk across the street without losing signal. But that right there is part of the group that marched through the plaza earlier. Over on that side of the road, still crossing, so you can estimate how large the size was.
Wherein Representative-elect Grijalva of Arizona and release the Epstein files and lock up the pedophiles that are running our government and controlling our media.
Let's see if I can zoom back out and show you guys the park. Yep, as the group that was I mean, so far they're obviously just watching the crowd. So let's zoom back out. It's the tower with the two officers, and it's right across from the park and fountain here. One of them's actually so far the event we're even picking up cash along the way, and the one Trump flag that I saw honked their horn and they got yelled at in response, and that was kind of the end of it. All right. Definitely looks like the march is probably back on the park grounds by now, since the streets in the plaza area itself look empty.
Ready, son?
All right, back to the fountain side here. And you can definitely hear what I'm assuming is the crowd that was marching coming back. Yep.
Not for long, just for now.
Maybe I'm on a job hunt, so I gotta come.
And I can't find.
Bearing the signal issues that I've been having, which is why we've been kind of stuck on this corner here, following. Definitely one of the biggest protests I've seen for the No Kings events here in the Kansas City metro area, and including a few officers here on the tower, just overseeing everything. Have been no issues that I witnessed while I'm here in Kansas City, Overland Park today. But even with the overcast skies that we've been having, the crowd's still here and growing. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to wrap the live stream up here from here in Kansas City, Missouri, at Mill Creek Park. where you can still see behind me a large group of protesters gathering here at the plaza. I want to thank everyone for joining and watching, even with, like I said, all the technical issues that I've been having today. If you want to watch more live streams, you can watch them on our YouTube channel or Facebook page. You can also tune into our threads to find out when we're going to go live to cover events in the Kansas City area. I also want to thank Kansas City Clarity, another independent the metro area that covered the Johnson County event, I believe, after I left. So hopefully you guys were able to watch that as well. And that's pretty much it for me here at Mill Creek Park for the No Kings 2.0 protest.
Black students, from your rise, ready to go right now.